Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 4th stream of No One Lives Forever. I am your host, Iron Dragon. For any new watchers, if you'd like to support the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and click that notification bell if you want notifications of when I stream. I stream roughly 5 times a week, although that's about to become 4 times a week probably. And as far as the game goes, we are finally closing in on Baroness Dumas. Of course, first we have to follow these guys without getting noticed. Oktoberfest is here, Saturday from 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. Join in the fun and games at the Sierra Room. Free punch. Should be hearing something. Okay. Ah, I see. Yeah, if you click in the wrong place, sometime it'll do that. I've had that happen.
Noise! Where are you? Are you there?
Why, no, I'm already far past you.
Ah, I heard it. Maybe I just think I'm hearing things. Ah. Wake up! That's wrong!
You can't afford to miss a single shot, because if any of them open fire on you, cover blown. Can't go that way, but there is at least now I know there's a vest over there.
Oh. This person's dead, yeah?
And so are you. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe without all the blowing your cover thing.
Now, isn't that provincial?
Obviously, Baroness Dumas is a woman of refined tastes. Oh, look who it is. Oh, that's one of the other guys. Thought that was the director for a second there.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Wonderful, thank you. And yourself?
Never better.
That's good to hear.
How do you like this weather?
Lovely, don't you think?
I hear there may be a storm tonight.
Disappointing, but not a surprise.
Certainly not at this time of year.
Well, good day.
Good day to you too.
An invoice for 37 size 12 shoes delivered to Baroness Felicity Dumas. Do I want to know why she needed 37 size 12 shoes? I guess she wanted a spare to throw at someone. Evidently. So you think she might have lost a few up someone's butt? Well, knowing the Baroness, that's not implausible.
I heard it.
Did you?
You're late.
Sorry, I was shopping for my son and I lost track of time. It's his birthday next Sunday. By the way, we're having a party on Sunday afternoon. If you and Hilde are free, why don't you bring Johann over? We'll have plenty of schnitzel and birthday cake.
Sure, sounds like fun. This does not look good here, dead person.
Two dead persons.
Are you going on up to the chateau, Baroness Dumas?
Of course I am. You simpering oaf. Did you think I was planning to sit around and play pinochle with you idiots?
Is someone there?
Why, yes, there is someone here.
Maybe I just think I'm here.
Didn't work as well as I had expected. Let's see, do I have the camera blocker? No, I don't. Goody.
Did you hear that?
Where are
Silencer for the Hampton MPL, finally. So that's 2 upgrades I found just so far in this mission. You know, back when this game came out a long time ago, and when I was still doing computer game reviews, there was this one guy who bought this game for the purpose of, you know, he was an older gentleman, retired, and he played computer games to essentially stay young, as it were. I didn't have the heart to tell him it was not the best choice of game for a deaf guy because of the camera noise and everything. Contains a bootleg of recording of Edith Piaf recording live.
This is bad. We need more people.
And hey, what a coincidence. In case you're wondering what I just picked up, it was a briefcase that fires high explosive grenades. Photographs of Baron Dumas on winter safari hunting caribou. I would be surprised if those weren't caged specimens. Found the code breaker. Cool. Which I need anyway. Advertisement. All new, the sizzling Z480 snowmobile is hot enough to melt snow. That sounds like a bad idea. Now at an all-time low introductory price, visit Crazy Sid's Snowmobile Hut in Kleinstadt today. Finish your damn job, please. I mean, maybe it's just me, but it seems like a bad plan to own a snowmobile that melts snow. Now I just need to find that security lockdown switch. Or do I just need to get the hell out of here? What the hell set that off? And here we are again.
Did you hear that? Someone get off. Did you hear that? Don't leave me out on a limb! Someone get back up! Did you hear that?
Died before you could hit the switch that time.
Sie kommt!
Achtung!
Get the entire army! I don't want to die out here! Oh, get his body out of here!
The only reason those guys are safe to kill is because they're right under the camera, so they're in its blind spot. Now, somewhere around here is that code breaker, which I desperately need. Thank goodness I remembered the route to it. Now I just have to remember where the damned pad for this thing is.
Are you there?
Come in here and I'll prove it to you.
I thought I heard it over there.
Now where the heck? Kinda wish I'd remembered to bring the camera blockers. Hey Mary. Kinda wish I'd remembered to bring the camera blockers so I could block out that camera and that other camera and kill those two guys in between. But darn, for a second I thought that looked like a way down into something. Well, darn, I know that, someone heard me. I don't get it. It's not in here. It's not in here. Somewhere around here is the place where that code breaker goes. Just a bunch of harm crates in here. Does anyone... Hello, cat. The stray decided to move. And I noticed it set off the remote light. Does anyone remember where the heck that bloody keypad or codebreaker goes?
Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever.
Will you please shut up?
Why, don't you like singing?
Sure, just not yours.
Hugo never complains.
Hugo is an idiot.
Whose singing do you like?
Oh, I prefer women singers. Edith Piaf, Shirley Bassey, Ella Fitzgerald, Nancy Sinatra. I like to pretend they're singing to me.
Maybe you need a girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend. That's not the point. Anyway, I don't need to hear your yodeling.
Fine.
Is someone there?
Why don't you run over here where you're out of view of the camera and find out?
Yeah, what was that?
In here, of course. The last place I thought to look. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to put the cat out. It's not raining anymore, and she's getting in the way. Okay, I'm back. Turns out she wanted to go out.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? Now if I can just remember where what that opened up. Ah, yes.
Who's over there?
There we go.
What did you find out?
The main gondola dock is heavily guarded. It would be suicide to go that way.
I'll have to risk it. There's no other choice.
Ah, but there is. A few miles from here there's an old service gondola. They use it for supplies, mostly.
Brilliant. I guess I'm in for a bit of a hike.
Well, I noticed there's a guard post out past the frozen lake. There's a snowmobile sitting outside.
You've done well. What's your name?
Tom, what's wrong?
Nothing. Just reminds me of an old friend. Thank you, Tom.
Good luck.
And Tom does a ninja vanish. As in, he's only there for the cutscene. I do have the Bakalov corrector for this mission, which is great for shooting those two guys up there, but it's noisy.
So I hear Johnny Rommel's coming in tonight. Really? I thought he was too good for us grunts. Travis tell you about that mess in Greece? The hostage thing? Yeah, sounded ugly. Yeah, well now Johnny's saying it wasn't his fault. It was the Greeks. The Greeks? That's crazy. It was a dumb plan to begin with. Not according to Johnny. He says the plan was flawless. He says everything would have gone off without a hitch if it wasn't for the Greeks screwing up. I've worked with a Greek before. He doesn't screw up. I know. So does everybody else. Not only that, Travis showed me a telegram he got from Johnny 2 days before the thing went down. It outlined the whole plan. Really? Yeah, and let me tell you, it was a bad, bad plan. How bad is bad? Well, obviously the situation was about as bad as it gets. You got that right. The only reason it was even that good is because the Greek wasn't following orders. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been alive long enough to mess up that bad. And he's got the nerve to blame the Greek. You don't understand. Johnny thinks he's this great mastermind. If something goes wrong, he blames somebody else. If something goes right, even if he had nothing to do with it, he takes all the credit.
Sounds like some really bad bosses I've had.
I just hope I'm around to see it. You know the worst part? It took him 4 years to cook up that plan. Are you serious? That's pathetic.
This person's dead, yeah?
Hey, Phil,
Yes?
you bought that Bentley yet?
I'm not sure if I want it.
But you were really excited about it last time I talked to you.
Well, now I'm thinking about a Jaguar.
I thought you hated Jaguars.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. You said you'd rather stick a knife in your eye than buy a Jag.
You're confused.
I think you're just a fickle bastard.
Sod off, I'm not fickle.
Sure you are. Remember how smitten you were with that bird, Tracy?
Tracy? She's disgusting.
You see? You thought she was some kind of a fairy princess.
Liar!
And remember when you said you wouldn't use an automatic pistol because you said they were unreliable?
I've always used automatics. Revolvers are for half-wits and old ladies.
You know what makes it even worse? Not only are you a whimsical bloody bastard, you're also a belligerent ass.
Shut up if you don't want me to clobber you.
Wait a second, tough guy. We both know I could reach down your throat and rip out that flimsy spine of yours, so don't go shooting off your mouth at me.
I'm not fickle.
Sounds pretty fickle to me, and now he sounds dead. Yeah, sure. Just stand there when someone with the gun pointed at you walks in. Well, that's not the way. But that's not the way. Has to be this route. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. Take the open window out to the roof and drop down.
Here she comes!
And there you goes. Well, they can't really not let me get away because, unfortunately, now this is an unfortunate part of the game that I don't like. You have to jump down into the ice-cold water. Thank goodness for guns that shoot underwater. And then go find the cabin with the fireplace so you can warm yourself back up before hypothermia sets in. Got the grenade launcher now. Keep running there because it collapses behind you. Thankfully, it's fairly easy because there's only one route you can take. And there it is off to the left.
Fox Hunt calling Fox Hound, over.
Go ahead, Fox Hunt.
Approaching target. Outlook good, over.
Excellent news. Proceed as planned. Support standing by. We'll await your signal. Over.
Understood. Over and out.
Scope for the AK-47. See, all of a sudden you start getting upgrades now, which you can then use to go back to earlier parts of the game and replay them with different equipment. Fell off. I wonder if there's anything he left that I can... Nope. Nothing. I'm already maxed out on whatever type of ammo he was carrying. A scope on an AK-47. Not exactly the most accurate thing, but it sure helps. Well, I was going to try to give you a run over feeling, but kind of like that. Bounced off one, into the other, killed them both. And someone shot me with a grenade launcher or something. Which means going back through all of that again. More speed is advisable. Staying further to the left is even more advisable. Oh, come on. Gotcha. I was going the wrong damn way. Who I completely failed to run over and got shot with a grenade anyway. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, so that wasn't another cabin. All that was a generator. Okay. The stray really wants back in. Be right back. She is absolutely determined that one or the other, she is going to be my cat. I did not know that she could meow loud enough for me to hear her through the door and my headphones. Oh dear, this could be problematic. Told you it could be problematic. And here we go, yet again. I should have saved at the start of the minefield. Sorry, cat. Kindly stay. Whoop, sorry. Hold on. Yeah. Anyway, she's back outside again. Well, she got up on my computer keyboard, and I picked her up and put her down on the ground, but I think I might have accidentally rolled over her foot or something. And she basically was screaming to be let back out again, so... You're not wrong. She'll probably want to be let back in a few minutes. And dead. can't afford to forget to come up here and get the armor. That fence over there is where I need to get to. fortified fence. Great. Well, there should be something useful around here, right? Cargo area? Not as much as I thought. Except for that.
Yeah, starting next month, I'll be in charge of planning all mechanical sabotage operations for Northern Europe.
Wow, that's a lot of responsibility.
Tell me about it. It's gonna be a lot of work.
I hope I get the promotion so I can feel special too.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta go, over here.
Alright. See you later.
Yeah! That's rude!
Well, guess you lost that. Guess you don't get that promotion after all, huh?
Sorry, I gave my last one to Klaus.
Oh, get his body out of here! Ah! You cannot escape me! Hello? This is it for you! Sie kommt!
Here. I'm not going anywhere.
Already low on armor again.
Raise the ladder! Quickly!
Good thing I picked up that body armor, isn't
Anyone
it?
there? Hello?
Incoming!
Asshole. How come I don't get hand grenades? Proceed to the chateau, complete.
Once you reach the chateau, you will have to act quickly. The first challenge is to locate the list. The greater challenge will be to deliver it to command. Needless to say, subtlety is advisable. The odds against you are already overwhelming enough without you drawing undue attention to yourself.
Acid gas. No. Okay. Well, at least it starts me with full health and armor again. I was a little bit worried about that. And also, quick save.
Are you okay? I thought I heard something. Don't let her get away!
Obviously, the chateau is not in superb condition. And the only reason for climbing up there was so you could shoot that guy, by the way. Well, Franz, Mother can't believe you ran away and joined this harm company. What does harm stand for, anyway? Better you should have joined the circus. You know how Mother loves monkeys. Right soon. Love, your little sister Becky. You look like you need a monkey. Everything must go. The Mooncalf going out of business sale starts next Tuesday in Paris. explosives, office equipment, used armor, and much, much more. Well, no, this is the way I came down, so it wouldn't be the way to go. Okay, let's try... Again, there's got to be a way to get over to that box. Because you got to turn on that box, that electric box, so you can power that up. Oh, wait. Is there? Why do I have the feeling this is about to turn into a God dang it moment? And this is a game I should know because I've only played it all the way through a couple of times. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, let's hurt ourselves trying to get up there. That's even better. Wait. Did I see what? No, I didn't see what I thought I saw. Okay. Slightly worn kilt. You know, that actually reminds me of playing Daggerfall. You know how the magic item... Well, I don't know if you would know it or not, but in Daggerfall, the magic items, most of them were randomized. And the result of that was some magic items were enchanted with more powerful enchantments than you could do, even with a black soulstone. It also tracked the condition of the item, so you could tell whether it was in good repair or not. And one time, I found a loincloth of the Orc Lord, slightly used. I'm like, no, I'll leave that here. Okay, give me a second for a God dang it moment. it says to get there, go up that ladder. Well, maybe there's a ladder in the other corner that I'm missing. I don't see a ladder. I still don't see a ladder. But I was correct. You do have to get up there and turn on that electrical box. So... I mean, there's no way up here. There's that for getting out. But the only two ladders I can find are this one. And that just lets me down hard back into that room. Or that other one, which lets me into that dead end. This one, I suppose. But that just puts me up here. So where's the imaginary ladder to get up to that level? Wrong key. Accidentally went back to Windows. That's just one of the problems you face with these older games. You have to capture the screen instead of capturing just the window. just having trouble with this. Seriously? All this time, and it might have been a lot simpler than I thought it was. Like that crawl space that blended in so damn well. Travel the world. Top-notch security organization seeks motivated individuals for managerial positions. Stock options and 401k available. Call today. See, that's one of those god dang it moments, because what's on the other side of that hole in the gray brick? More gray brick. Really. Okay. The stray has forgiven me, and now she's meowing to be let in. Be right back. That, or she's decided it's wet and cold enough to forgive me.
Alright, lock her up.
Maybe we should throw her off a cliff.
Did I ask for your opinion?
No, but I was just thinking.
Oh, you were you?
Yes, I think keeping her alive is a bad idea.
Is that so?
You know how in spy shows the hero always gets away? Well, that just sets a considerable precedent, don't you think? Sure, it's just television shows, but it still makes me nervous.
Take a look at her.
Excuse me?
I said look at her. You want to murder her?
I don't want to, it just seems prudent.
Prudent, eh?
If you don't mind my saying so, you seem rather moralistic for a man who earns his living as a criminal. We've already killed thousands of people. What's one more?
It wasn't me that killed them.
You work for the organization that did. Doesn't that implicate you as well?
They didn't ask me what I thought about it.
Perhaps not, but you knew there was a possibility that such things could happen.
Okay, maybe you're right. But that doesn't mean I want this girl's blood on my hands. Truth be told, I'd sooner kill you than her.
Then I'll stop trying to convince you to throw her off the cliff.
That's prudent of you.
I must confess, I haven't been able to sleep since that explosion in England.
Me neither, lad.
Can I ask you a question? What would you do if I began walking towards a gondola dock with the intention of leaving this organization?
I might give you a piece of advice.
What would that be?
Don't get yourself killed.
The thought had occurred to me.
Okay.
I don't want any interruptions.
Yes, ma'am.
Wake up, princess. So, this is the indomitable Cate Archer, super spy. I hope Armstrong wasn't too rough with you, dear. I'm not sure whether it's his Scottish blood or his peasant heritage, but he's rather lacking in social polish. Oh, but you're Scottish too, aren't you? Ah, how insensitive of me.
Baroness Dumas. You're not what I expected.
Is that so? Sorry if I'm a disappointment.
Not at all. Quite the opposite, in fact. Meeting your husband didn't lead me to expect much of the woman who'd choose to marry him.
Oh, yes, my husband. He's a child in the body of a man. A rather large man. All I have to do is play mommy every once in a while, and I get to spend his money any way I please. And he has plenty of money to spend. But enough about my vocation. Let's talk about yours.
Your vocation? But I thought you were working for harm.
Harm works for me, darling.
I'm impressed. Not bad for a little orphan girl who went from princess to pauper. It takes a great deal of conviction to overcome adversity the way you have, or a great deal of hatred.
A little of both, actually. I wouldn't have expected such insight from someone like you.
Well, perhaps you don't know as much about me as you think.
I know enough. A girl spy in a man's world? That takes gall, surely. That you've been such a damnable nuisance speaks highly of your talents. But the fact that you're my prisoner suggests that you overestimate yourself. Just a bit. Little girl who thinks she can take on the world.
Is that so different from a little girl that thinks she can take over the world?
Well, we're both ambitious.
Too bad your ambition is so petty.
Is that what you think?
You might have done great things. Instead, look what you've settled for. Exacting revenge on people who remind you of those snobs that ostracized you and your mom after that nasty business with your father.
You call it revenge? I call it house cleaning.
House cleaning?
That's right. Every one of these smug blue bloods I scrub out makes the world a little cleaner. As far as I'm concerned, they're lint.
Excuse me, Baroness.
I said no interruptions! Somebody shoot this man! Where were we? Ah, yes. You were moralizing. Next, I suppose you'll tell me that I can't possibly succeed.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Well, you certainly have spirit. And fortunately, you won't have anything to do with it. Not unless you can rise from the grave, that is. Are you afraid to die?
I haven't given it much thought.
Thanks to the incompetence of the insufferable Inga Wagner, you still have some time for reflection. My instructions were to give you a 10-hour fuse, but that bloated moron gave you 10 days, which leaves you roughly 45 minutes to live.
I've been infected. At the club, that dart that hit my neck.
Yes, And if it weren't for Fräulein Wagner's mind-numbing ineptitude, you'd already be dead.
You get what you pay for.
Isn't that the truth? You have no idea how hard it is to find qualified criminals these days. Nothing but misfits, mutants.
I hope you don't expect sympathy.
Not from a judgmental goody two-shoes like you. To you, I'm just a villain. Those pretty eyes of yours see only black and white. Well, sister, the world is a crueler mistress than I. Believe me, I would have gladly kept my dollhouses and fairy tales rather than suffering through what I did. But I didn't have a choice in the matter.
You had a choice. You were just too weak to make the right one.
You don't know anything about me, girl. You don't know what I went through. Those genteel bastards disowned my mother and me before the headlines even hit the papers. Now I'm going to show my gratitude by raining fire and destruction down upon their pedigree heads.
Poor Felicity. The world spat upon her, so now she's going to show them all. Is that it?
I didn't give you permission to use my Christian name.
We've more in common than I like to admit. The difference is that I stopped taking my misfortunes personally. Everybody suffers, Baroness, but only cowards take it out on other people.
Well, aren't you a righteous little bitch? Maybe it will get you into heaven. I suppose you'll find out soon enough. Get Armstrong up here. I want someone competent guarding this door.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Is that so? Well, after you fetch him, how would you like to take yourself outside and have yourself shot? That'll give you something to complain about.
Looks like you got yourself in a heap of trouble this time, eh, lass?
How about a fight?
What are you yapping about?
A fight, you and me, mano a mano.
You're challenging me to a fight?
If I win, you let me go.
And if I win?
I'm already at your mercy. Are you a sportsman or a bully?
As entertaining as it sounds, I'm not about to stake my reputation as a master criminal on a dare from a wee little girl.
Coward.
Are you trying to provoke me?
You're just afraid I'd clobber you.
You're just afraid I'd clobber you.
Ha! I'd be more afraid of an angry chipmunk.
I always figured you for a sissy.
I always figured you for a sissy.
I dare you to say that again.
Maybe you should trade your kilt for a skirt.
Maybe you should shut your damn cake hole before I put my fist in it.
You hit like a girl anyway.
If you're not careful, I'll fold you across my knee and thrash you till you shriek.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you don't like girls.
Say that again and I'll wash your mouth out with soap.
Have you always been a coward, or is it a recent development?
Don't provoke me, missy. That's it! You pushed me too far, girlie!
Now if I can just pull this off... Oh, fucker using... Oh, you ass.
I'll be damned! Walloped by a girl!
So, do you intend to keep your word and let me go, or do I need to pummel you some more?
I may be a villain, but I'm not a liar. A promise is a promise.
What about you?
Time to look for a new job, I suppose. I'm definitely not sticking around here to discuss your escape with the Baroness.
Maybe you should consider a legitimate career next time.
My skill set is a bit too, specialised for legitimate work. Don't you worry about me, I'll make do.
I owe you.
That you do, and don't forget it either.
Can I ask one more favour of you?
You can ask.
The list of names. Where does the Baroness keep it?
Sorry, I can't help you.
Do you have any idea how many innocent people will die if the Baroness isn't stopped?
What do I care?
Don't give me that. Imagine some crazy woman with a chip on her shoulder blew up your mum. How would that make you feel?
My mum's already dead.
Answer my question, you big ox, or I'll pummel you so bad you'll be picking your own teeth out of your arse.
Okay, fine, I'd be sad. Is that what you want to hear? I might even cry like a ninny. Are you happy now?
Just think about all the people that'll lose their mums and their sons and their wives, all because some power-mad Baroness had a bad childhood. You want that on your conscience?
All right, enough, fine. As far as I know, she keeps the bloody thing in a safe in her underground lair. There's an elevator behind a woodpile downstairs. You're a resourceful lass, you'll figure it out.
Well, at least it restores my health, but not my armor. But I have to get my gear anyway. And there's an intelligence item right here. 2. See Claw. I am writing this with a quill and a piece of torn parchment for my Spanish captors. I will then hide it in the wall. Then what's it doing on the mattress? But for those who don't know, Captain Claw was another game from the people at Monolith. So that's sort of an inside reference.
Is someone there? I thought I heard someone.
Don't try to get away from me! I will track you down like a dog! Yeah, you can run, but you can't hide! We will get you!
To Baroness Dumas from Hans Brothers Builders. Per our meeting enclosed, find a proposal for the new 8,000 square foot Dumas ski lodge in the Italian Alps. Thank you. Okay, managed to get all my stuff back. Just as well I got my stuff back. I'm going to need that Bakalov corrector against the elite guard, as it were.
Someone there?
Yep. Oh, right. Pretty sturdy lock there.
I'll be in my lane.
Yes, ma'am.
Do I even need to mention that I don't want to be interrupted?
No, ma'am.
Good.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to be interrupted. You're going to be hearing a lot of burps from Cate here, because she only has 10 minutes left. And one of the symptoms of the biological explosive is the gas in the last few minutes.
Let's see how long you can hold your breath.
Is anyone there?
And that solves the problem of the countdown. One round of dum-dum left. Oh, goody. And now do it all over again. Because once again, I forgot to quick save.
Let's see how long you can hold your breath.
Left would have led me up there. Okay, fine. nice little quick save.
Hello?
Goodbye. Oh, come on. I get to run around and figure out how to get in there. Or how to get into one of these side passages. Behind the code locked doors. Which unfortunately I can't get into with the code breaker. Oh, wait, that's right. Maybe. Come on, there's got to be a route around here somewhere. Oh, right. No, not this one. Thanks for the extra dum-dum rounds. Well, one more clip of them anyway. Okay, fine. It's my Barrett, but it doesn't have the lockpick function on it. Fortunately, I have another lockpick called a gun.
The girl is gone.
I should have had her shot.
Yes, you should have.
Well, no matter. She'll be dead soon enough.
Wrong. She got the antidote.
She's resourceful, all right.
I'll find her.
There isn't much time. Less than an hour.
More than enough. Just be sure not to leave without me.
I wouldn't dream of it. What about Armstrong?
Vanished.
Kill him too while you're at it.
Who's there?
Don't have my glasses, so I guess there's nothing to take pictures of. But there is that. To all employees, from Assistant to Baroness Dumas, between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 a.m., please refrain from creating loud disturbances which may interrupt the Baroness's personal time. You mean like those death screams? Thanks for all the guns. Oh, goody. Contains the cashmere sweater from Harrods. I'm like, that's an intel item? Well, if it says so. Oh boy, this is... So much for the shark. Two free lift tickets to the Snowy Mountain Ski Resort and Casino.
I've missed you terribly. Every moment I'm away from you is pure torture. How I've longed to take you in my arms and whisper words of love into your ear. Now, where's that damn socket wrench? How'd this goat get in here?
Dirty deeds and they're done with sheep? There actually is a parody song by that, which Weird Al gets He unfortunately gets the credit for it because he didn't write it. And he gets a little bit annoyed when people give him the credit for it too. Because obviously dirty deeds done with sheep, not something he would actually sing about. Well, okay, done with goats. Close enough.
Hello?
Of course, we don't have the safe cracker. Isn't that wonderful? Well, there's got to be one around here somewhere. I knew there was one around here somewhere. There always is. Because obviously you can't progress in the game without it. The developers in this case, they tried to make sure that there was no place where you could accidentally soft lock yourself.
That's unexpected.
You meddlesome imp. Guards, kill her!
Well, that's that. 144 fired shots, 89 hits, 43 of which were headshots, and 11 out of 14 intelligence items. And I get a damage bonus.
Now that you have the list, you must get off this mountain alive. You should expect heavy opposition. It's what you don't expect that you should be afraid of. There's also the matter of the name you glimpsed at the top of the list.
Be right back. Gotta dehydrate. Okay, made it back. The grenade launcher, the Geldmacher. Fine with that selection. Really don't need them, but I'm going to go ahead and Codebreaker, Barrett, cigarette lighter, camera disabler.
Be on the lookout for Archer. Yes, sir.
Battle station, we are under attack. All coffee breaks are hereby postponed until the threat has been neutralized.
Oh, man.
He was wanting that coffee.
Finally, some excitement.
My friend.
Everyone, please, heads down.
Is there anyone there?
We've got this over with.
One of the elite guard. Elite enough to take 5 headshots to take down. Well, it doesn't hurt either. So wait, that, oh. Well, that door's closed, this door's... Can go back through that passage. Nope on that one. Nope on that one. Nope on this one. So the only way through is apparently back the way I came. Because there's nothing over here. Go there, came down there, can't go through any of the 5 doors, so what am I missing? Now, come on, guys. What the heck? Okay, hold on for a second. Oh, okay. A well-hidden secret passage. And I didn't bring the damned glasses. So I missed that intelligence item. Cyanide rounds.
We've got you, it's over with.
Agent Archer, good to see you. Head for the helicopter in the courtyard. We'll cover you.
All right, but make sure you're off this mountain in the next 15 minutes.
Why?
There's going to be a very large explosion.
Thanks. Now I get to do the whole thing again because I shot him because the asshole wouldn't get out of the damn way.
I don't care if you do call it friendly fire, I don't want any of it. Hello? I will.
Agent Archer, good to see you. Head for the helicopter in the courtyard. We'll cover you.
All right, but make sure you're off this mountain in the next 15 minutes.
Why?
There's going to be a very large explosion.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about being off the island in the next 15.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know!
Good thing I did quick save that time. Forgot about him. That's what got me killed.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's the 3 elite guard all down. And now for the large explosion.
Who's got Cate Archer? Oh, you had her. I don't have her either. Damn it all to hell. Should we head back? Well, the objective of our mission was to rescue her. Good point.
Did you hear that?
Don't worry, you won't hear anything else ever again. Okay. When in doubt, take the gondola over the mountain that's about to blow up, huh? There'll be 2 or 3 of those. Yes, because of course the explosive grenade goes boom against the side of the damn cab. Instead of, you know, going through the window and at the helicopter like I wanted it to. And another one. Five down. So much for me saying there was only going to be 2 or 3, huh? Down.
Good God! Do you think Cate Archer is okay? Not bloody likely. How are we going to explain this to command?
And here is why this was actually a requirement that you bring that.
You have proved to be an interesting adversary, Miss Archer. I've never had the chance to compete with a woman in a professional capacity. The experience has been an amusing one.
Good. Then you can go to your grave happy.
Perhaps. But I deem your mortality a far more immediate concern. Hand over the list, and I will kill you swiftly.
How generous of you.
I am not a man to trifle with. I've been perfecting methods of torture since before you were born. It would grieve me to have to demonstrate my skills on such a lovely creature as yourself.
Are you threatening me or attempting to seduce me?
I try never to get involved with women who want to kill me.
Wise policy.
Live and learn.
Well, you'll not get this list in any case.
That is where you are mistaken.
Yeah, now we get to have a long-range battle with Dimitri. AK-47 versus 38 caliber revolver. Not exactly my definition of a fair fight. Especially when he keeps doing that shit. You get one hit, he runs back behind cover. Although if you're lucky, you might get a second hit while he's running back. That didn't kill him, by the way. He'll be back in the next game. In a wheelchair. As a result of a skiing accident. 373 shots fired. 329 hits. 61 of which were head hits.
You've escaped with the list. The Baroness has escaped, but it's only a matter of time before she's brought to justice. Volkov and Baron Dumas are dead. Meanwhile, Armstrong has vanished, but it seems unlikely that you have anything to fear from him. All that is left is to report the good news to command.
Fight your way back to the upper landing and report to Unity headquarters. And yeah, it does suggest that, doesn't it, Die?
Mr. Jones, please.
Whom may I say is calling?
Cate Archer.
One moment.
Archer, you're alive?
I suppose I am.
There was a report that you'd been killed in an explosion.
Oh, that? No, I survived.
Did you get the list?
I expect a telegram within the hour.
This is excellent news. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Maybe a wee bit tired. Nothing a nap and a sip of scotch won't clear up.
Well, let me know the moment you arrive.
Okay, see you soon.
She's got the list.
Unbelievable.
Miss Kavanaugh, please alert cryptography that Agent Archer will be sending an encoded message within the hour. This is top priority.
Don't congratulate yourself yet, Ms. Archer. You've won nothing.
Yes, well, you've lost everything. Again.
Not true, Agent Archer. I still have the satisfaction of knowing that you have failed.
But I haven't. We have Dr. Schenker, we have the antidote, and most importantly, we have the names of your intended victims.
You still have to deliver the list.
Which I shall, just as I shall deliver you to prison where you can accustom yourself to a slightly less opulent lifestyle.
Ah, what a sweet fantasy. But it's not meant to be, I'm afraid. Know this, little girl. Harm does not die with me.
I think you'll survive your wounds.
It's not my wounds you should be worried about. Pardon me.
I've got to get everybody off the streets. inside, hurry! Get off the streets! Get inside, now! Get inside! Get off the streets! Hurry! Get inside! Get off the streets! Get inside, now! Get inside! Poor, pathetic creature.
Ah, Miss Archer. I trust you're recuperating suitably?
Quite so, Mr. Jones. Thank you for the champagne.
It's a tradition I began back in the war, to reward my boys for a mission well done. It pays to have friends in the supply department.
So, does that mean I'm one of the boys?
I suppose it does. Figuratively speaking, of course.
Of course.
Miss Archer, I realize I have been somewhat abrasive during this ordeal.
You've been a belligerent oaf.
I hope you can understand that I take our collective purpose very seriously. Although I was highly skeptical of a woman's ability to handle this mission, I am overjoyed to have been proved wrong. You have gone above and beyond the call of duty in this matter, for which we are all indebted to you.
I wish we could offer you a proper vacation, but until Unity is full strength again, I'm afraid we can't afford to let you rest.
Thank you, sir, but I've waited a long time for a chance like this. I wouldn't dream of going on vacation now.
That's the spirit. Well, I'm going to go home and see if my wife remembers me. See you both tomorrow.
I'd best be going too. I haven't bathed in 3 days. I imagine I'm a bit ripe.
Is this how it ends, then?
How what ends?
Saving the world. That's what we did, right?
Yes, that is what we did.
Is it always like this? Weary farewells and shuffling off home for a hot bath and a good night's sleep?
A good night's sleep if you're lucky.
Yes, Agent Archer. It is always like this. Saving the world is our job, you see. If we do it properly, nobody even knows the world is in jeopardy to begin with. Not a lot of fanfare, I suppose. Just the satisfaction of a job well done.
An important job.
I like to think so. Good night, Agent Archer. Good night, Mr. Smith.
Good night.
There's a reason I picked the antitoxin at the start of this. You'll see. Of course, there's more right there in the middle, just in case you didn't grab it.
You were right. Last night I slept peacefully for the first time since my father died.
How touching.
Tom?
You owe me more than you can imagine, Ms. Archer.
I thought you...
You have no idea what I put myself through, and I'm not gonna get a dime for it thanks to you.
You're the traitor.
Hey, I'm not proud of what I did, but I was gonna get a handsome paycheck as compensation. A very handsome paycheck. Unfortunately, you had to go and blow up my benefactor.
Money? You betrayed the entire free world for money?
Ah, spare me the self-righteousness. Everybody has a price. Even you.
You don't know anything about me.
Maybe not, but I've been in this business long enough to see what people are capable of. Anybody can talk about honor and patriotism, but those are just pretty words. When the money's on the table, the right amount of money, you'd be surprised how quickly you can change your tune.
Do you honestly believe that?
Of course I do. You know what a spy is? It's just some ordinary Joe who's willing to risk his life to sell out his country for a few measly bucks. We rely on these people. That's where most of our information comes from. The difference between them and us, other than our training as operatives, of course, is a price tag. Mine just happened to be about 100 times as much money. And now I get nothing thanks to you.
You're forgetting something, Tom. Those spies we recruit aren't patriots, they're cowards. We seek out selfish, hateful little people who place themselves above everyone else. We choose them because they're weak and greedy and arrogant, like you.
Touché.
Don't you understand what you did? People died because of you. Bruno died because of you.
Hey, Volkov killed him, not me. All I did was supply some information. I'm not responsible for how that information was used.
We'll see what the court thinks about that.
I didn't come here to surrender.
Pity for you. Drop your gun.
Or what? Are you gonna shoot me in cold blood?
If I have to.
That's mighty tough talk for a little girl.
Mr. Smith, what are you doing here?
Tending to some unfinished business.
Mr. Jones?
Are you all right, Miss Archer?
Aye. What's going on?
There's your traitor.
You mean Smithy?
How long have you known?
I've suspected you for some time. You've only just now confirmed my suspicions.
All this time you thought he might be a traitor?
Indeed, but I had to be sure.
You might have warned Bruno.
He did.
Bruno?
Look out!
Everyone okay?
Good shooting, Archer.
But what about Tom?
Tom Goodman died in Amsterdam.
What? But I thought...
The man you knew as Tom Goodman was an imposter. His real name was Melvin Blitzney. He's a former vacuum cleaner salesman from Akron, Ohio.
I don't understand.
It's quite simple. 7 years ago, Mr. Jones took Smithy off the active list due to his increasingly inadequate performance in the field. Mandatory retirement came as a great blow. Smithy, like many operatives, thought of himself as a man of action. He viewed his reassignment into the role of an administrator as an insult to his virility. He kept his dissatisfaction to himself, secretly plotting to discredit Jones and, in the process, line his own pockets. To this end, he recruited Melvin Blitzney, who underwent plastic surgery, extensive training, and months of voice lessons in order to become Tom Goodman, for whom Smithy, meanwhile, laid a deadly trap in Amsterdam.
How did Smithy hook up with a vacuum cleaner salesman from Ohio?
Apparently, they met in a bar in Florida on one of Smithy's last assignments. Anyhow, with Goodman out of the way and no one any the wiser, Smithy launched the next phase of his scheme, which was to nurture a relationship with an up-and-coming terrorist organization. He chose harm. His plan was to create an international incident of staggering proportions and simultaneously cripple Unity so that we would have no choice but to capitulate. Such an unmitigated failure would force Mr. Jones to step down, giving Smithy control of Unity, and also a handsome payoff in a secret bank account in Zurich.
But what about Morocco?
It was a trap meant to snare us both. Mr. Jones and I agreed that it would serve as a perfect opportunity for me to disappear for a while.
You might have warned me, you know.
We couldn't risk tipping our hand.
You mean you didn't think I could keep a secret?
Keeping a secret wasn't enough. Smithy had to believe I was dead, which meant that you had to believe it as well. I'm truly sorry, Kate.
Oh, you will be. But there are still some things I don't understand. Smithy was extremely forthcoming with information for someone who wanted us to fail.
Every mission he sent you on was a trap. Eventually it occurred to him that you were far more competent than he had anticipated, but it was already too late by then. You had outwitted him. Besides, if he'd attempted to conceal information, he would have drawn suspicion to himself, which he couldn't afford.
But why did Tom, or Melvin, whatever his name is, blow up the cargo freighter?
To get rid of you, of course.
But Inga Wagner and Magnus Armstrong were aboard the ship.
They were expendable.
If you knew all this, why didn't you just arrest Smithy and be done with it?
Because we didn't know all this until very recently. Your investigations revealed much of the information we needed. But the final piece of the puzzle fell into place yesterday afternoon, when I found this in Smithy's flat.
The puppet?
Indeed.
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry I had to deceive you, Kate.
Sorry's not good enough. Do you have any idea how devastated I was?
I should leave you two alone. I'm sure you've plenty of catching up to do.
You certainly looked sad.
What do you mean?
Well, I was watching when you came to pay your respects.
You were spying on me?
Not intentionally.
I ought to kill you myself. Who's buried here anyway?
No one. It's an empty casket.
An empty casket?
Calm down.
Don't run away from me. Come back and take what's coming to you.
Kate, please. You're overreacting.
I'll show you overreacting, you bastard.
Well, I suppose you could say they do have some catching up to do. With Kate doing the chasing. And trying to catch up to Bruno. As for Goofiest Hit Animations die, that probably has something to do with him being a vacuum cleaner salesman from Akron, Ohio. Anyway, there you have it. That is the end of No One Lives Forever. Next Saturday, I'll start No One Lives Forever Part 2, which is, in my opinion, even better. Especially its caricatures of things like the Warhawk American general who quietly sidles over to the single button that launches the nukes because he wants to launch so badly. So, yeah, I think you're going to have fun watching that one. Anyway, thanks for coming. I appreciate your support. Again, for anyone who's new to the channel who'd like to show their support, don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe click that notification button for the algorithm. And have a great rest of your evening.